My name is Benedict Howard, eBody Fusion for all of your scanner trading needs and a whole bunch more. I have all of it online delivered. Some of it's free, some of it the coaching stuff you pay for, etc. And today, or right now, I just unboxed it. This is a brand new unit. I just took the lid off. This is the brand new DiaDENS T. Now, if you remember me from years ago, I used to love the DiaDENS T and the DENAS especially. And they've come out with these new designs now, which have this curved handle on them. They're a little shorter and not quite in my... Anyway, they behave differently just because of the way they are. So it comes with, look at this, it's got a Russian, English and Deutsche manual. So we've got like a long manual in here. We've got a 60-page manual introducing the DiaDENS T, the storage, the operating temperatures, and everything else on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to short circuit going through this book, and I'm just going to... Oh, here's a good little page. Maybe we can zoom in on that one. The DiaDENS T has these frequencies set. 10 Hertz, which is not shown there, but it's another one. 20, 60, 77, 140, and 200 Hertz. Now, these are good for different applications. The default is like the 60 and the 77 is where you're going to spend most of the time, like 90% of the time. The 140 and the 200 are specifically for numbing out tissue, and also another thing which we discovered, which I'll include in the training when you get to it, is how to specifically work with different types of situations with these 100 and 200, 140 and 200 Hertz. Now, over here, what do we got? I'm not sure yet because I've never opened one of these. So my best way of learning for this guy is to just take the unit out, put the batteries in, and see how it works. So they've supplied us with 4 batteries. I think these only take 2 if I remember right from what I read. Let's have a look. Yeah, just 2 AA's. And let's see. So they're going to fit in here. The minus to here and a plus down there. There's a little plus sign down the bottom of the compartment. And I'm just going to grab 2 other batteries very quickly and pop them in. And here we go. And boom, boom. Boom, boom. Now on the ENOT units, when you put the batteries in, the unit goes beep. Oh, these batteries are empty. Oh, maybe not. There we go. So, that's started up. Now, when I press the plus button, it's changing from one... Whoops. Is scrolling through the different settings there. 77 Hertz, 100 Hertz, 140 Hertz rather, 200 Hertz. And this one here is going to be the power. Nope, I lied. Maybe I should go back to the manual. This looks like a clock function. Yes, so we can dial up different treatment times. And, okay, now I'm going to put it on the skin. Let's see what happens. Nope. Now the power's going up. I can't feel it yet. Yes, now I can feel it. So it's at 30 power. See that top left? Now it's usually 30 out of 100. So let's go all the way up. Now I'm going to take my hand off because it was hurting a bit. Tingling too much. So it goes from 0 to 99. And let's bring it down again. There we go. That's more in the range that's comfortable. Now, you would use these... What are we talking about? I'm going to turn it off for a moment. Oh, maybe I just turned off the sound. 77, 140, 200. Okay, so how do we use these? Now that beeping is going on. Oh. So when I touch it, the clock starts. So it's been on there for 5 seconds. I can feel the tingling in my finger. And we're at 200 Hertz. So when I've taken my hand off, it's letting us know that it's off the skin. And it's done that for okay, so for 5 seconds it gives you that warning every second that it's off the skin. Putting it back on again. Yeah, okay. So we can dial up what time we want here. And so let's just put that to 20, 0. And there must be a way of getting into the algorithm to turn that sound off. Because I just find it really annoying. I don't know about you guys. As you can see, this is a little more complicated. It's got a lot of functions. It's compared to, say, the DiaDENS or the DENAS. And it's going to take me a few moments, which I'm not going to do on the camera here, to work out how to use this. Basically what it is that you turn it on, you choose the frequency that you need, and then you apply it. And basically you would apply it by brushing it against the skin or holding it on those points that are sore or tender. And they can be on there for quite some time. In the manual itself, it'll probably, hopefully, they don't really detail this as succinctly and as clearly as I believe it should be taught. But there's different modes. There's a therapy mode, which is what you're going to be using most of the time, like 90% of the time, just like I showed you just then. And then there's a minimal effective dose mode, which is used as, let's see, treatment is carried on the hand Higu zone. So this is for basically stimulating just enough in an area, and what happens is that it doses out. The minimum effective dose completes after that area becomes saturated with electrons. And so what's happening in here, as the resistance in the skin changes, as it becomes more charged, then this rings out, and that gives us a minimum effective dose reading on there. Recommended on selection of treatment areas. Yeah, here we go. Recommended average duration of one procedure. Children aged 0 to 12 months, 5 to 10 minutes. Children 12 to 36 months, 10 to 15 minutes. Children 3 to 5 years, 15 to 20 minutes. Children 5 to 12 years, 20 to 25 minutes. And 12 years and up, and adults, up to 30 minutes. Now, in the conversation I had with the main trainer a couple of weeks ago, I said, Pavel, have you noticed that it's taking longer for people to respond to treatment? And he said, yes, in the last 5 years, because this is what we've noticed in America. It's taking a lot longer for people to get well, especially with the GMO over here, which is really compromising our systems. So that's where it really behoves you to get some really expert scanner training. And once I've sussed this all out, I'll have videos on exactly how to use this, and then that'll give you the basis of how to understand this part of it. But there's a lot more to it. It's the effect of the electrons on the body, the effect of the different frequencies, the effect of different power levels, the effect of different zones or different areas on the body where you're working. There's a lot to it. So it kind of like really makes this a very interesting study and a very great foundation to this whole brand new medical science that's evolved out of the scanner protocols or scanner technologies. Thanks to Dr. Karasev and others especially, to their wisdom and perseverance and what it takes to create products like this. A lot of perseverance. And so we're all so grateful to have this simple technology running on AA batteries. What better way could it be? So my name is Benedict Howard. Go to eBody Fusion for all of your training needs. Please subscribe to these videos so that you can be the first to know when new ones are coming out.